So Dad would sing, he would buy Mahalia Jackson, Lou Armstrong, and Mary Makeba, but he would hide those records because these were songs which were not allowed in South Africa. But Dad just loved singing, and I guess that's where it came from. I was just living in South Africa. My mother was just working. My dad was just working. And you just never felt as if you are part of the country. I've heard people like Mary Makeba, people like Hugh Masekela chanting, singing songs which were saying, we are not free in our country. We, Soweto blues when children were being shot at. And I thought, if I can, I will be able to articulate the atrocities that are happening in my country through the music. And for me, it was a platform. Fast forward to 1994. We have to vote. We don't know what is voting. We've never done it before. We had to have some kind of voter education to be taught. What does voting mean? How do you vote? We had no idea what a ballot paper looked like. And at that time, I'd completed my degree in adult education. So we get the small contract to go to a couple of regions to go and teach people how to vote. We get given a thing that looks like a ballot paper, but not, because we don't know which are the political parties that are going to be on the ballot paper. And to put an X, okay? And it was very funny because when we got to other towns, we were told by the people that, there were some white people here, they told us, and they've been teaching us how to vote. And so we say to them, okay, so tell us, what did they tell you? Well, they told us if you don't like somebody, you put an X on them. Oh, okay, so now we have to undo all of that. Okay, if you don't like that white guy, do not put that X on him. The X means you are voting. So you put an X next to the person that you like. Now done with voter education, and the day is announced, and we have to go and vote. I guess the night before, nobody slept. We just wanted it to be morning so we could go. So we went, and there were queues, and queues, and queues. They were like snakes, black, white, Indian colored, and you look and you think, really? It was the longest day of my life, and I think voting took about 3 days or so. But just being there, behind Mr. Kukemur, and behind Mr. Venter, and behind Mr. Moodley, and we're all here looking at each other, sort of acknowledging each other and sort of saying, I am going to put the X. And I guess when you went in there, you didn't even know whether you're shaking or what, just the joy. And you see this ballot paper for the very first time, and you looked at this long paper, and you want to find this Mandela quickly. And you put your X on that. These are originals, by the way. And and I've kept them. And I'm going to frame them for my children and my great-great-children to see how far we've come from and what it meant to me and what it meant to the South Africa and to all of us. I went out, and I think it was just not only me, and you went out and you went, yay! And at that moment, you felt, I am part of South Africa. I've put in my vote. I've been given back my dignity, and I can call South Africa home.